Hey everyone, I'm super late in doing this voiceover. I am doing a little ring pour with some paints I had mixed up for some cloud pours. It was doing this that made me realize I had the wrong Artist Loft paint I had the really old one before the soft body change. Anyway, it was a custom purple, metallic cobalt blue, and Payne's gray paint. Anyway, that was my cloud mix that won't work because I had the wrong Artist Loft paint. And for some reason, I have the colors. I show them to you again. It's weird. So that's Payne's gray. That's Creative Inspirations. This custom purple is a mixture of Ultramarine Blue and Pebeo Iridescent Blue Violet. I think it's the pinkish one. And I think I might have put a couple of drops of black in there. That's metallic cobalt blue from Artist Loft. And I had these paints mixed for several different attempts. So I figured I would keep working with the same. So if you guys are like, we've seen these colors, that's why. So I figured I would just keep working with that. But you'll hear in a later video that I kind of figured out, obviously I figured out I was using the wrong paint, so that's something. This is just an 8x8. This is a shallow edge canvas. I was really just testing something, so I did a ring pour. And I think it was at this time that I was like, wait a minute, I have the wrong paint. And so I've already figured that out and shared videos since then, but I'm very behind on voiceovers. But if we just pretend that this was supposed to be a little ring pour, it's a cute little ring pour, you know? So I have about 85 failed cloud mixes sitting around that I can now use as just white paint, I suppose. So yeah, I kind of just started off doing a straight pour and then I switched to rings. I'm very rusty with regular acrylic pouring, so every time I do ring pours now, they're very haphazard, you know. Now you can tell that this funky cloud mix still does do something, because look at all that blue that I put down first, and the white definitely takes over. It just doesn't give you the wispy, cloudy edges that you would be looking for in a cloud pour. So you can see that there is some satin enamel in there, but it would have done so much more if I was using the right Artist Loft paint. So since I figured that out, I have bought the right paint. I also figured out that not having any water in my mix, even though I don't like to use a lot of water, but not having any water in my mix also made it more difficult for the clouds to develop. So I since kind of adjusted and put a little bit of water in each of my paints. I know that most acrylic pouring involves putting water in, but I guess because I tend to use things that are very sparkly and I do like to use fluid acrylics, I'm always conscientious of breaking down pigment and, you know, things that are going to cause flocculation and that kind of thing. So it's probably just me being stubborn. Look at all those stupid bubbles. Anyway, this little painting's up in our Etsy shop already. That's how behind I am. I've already varnished this and I haven't voiced over the video. It's crazy, right? But this one's just a real quick little number for you. You'll see in a future video or I don't know which video will come out first, but where I adjusted with the new Artist Loft and I started to get better results. I still needed to tweak some things, but I started to finally see like the puffy little rings that you get when you have clouds, you know. So now you can see as we stretch, the white is coming through. And that's kind of what happens with cloud pours, is the white becomes a little dominant. So it's definitely coming through. Now some of that's because these colors are all transparent and you know, they're, as you stretch them out, they're going to not fade. Fade is not the right word, but they're going to stretch out too, you know. But you can tell that there's some potential cloud effect there, even though we don't have the little fingerlings that you get, because the white is creating little bands and it's stretching out like it would on a cloud pour. But I just wasn't seeing, you know, the typical cloud pour result. And so after this, I was like, I wonder if I have the wrong Artist Loft, because I have 3 liters of the old Artist Loft. And it never even occurred to me that what I had was so much older than the soft body. And I was like, wait a minute, when did they change that? So once I figured that out, I was like, what a dork. I should have been checking that, you know. But anyway, this is a cute little painting, and it dried beautifully, and it's been varnished, and the colors are really beautiful. And so I do like the way it turns out. So if I just think this was intended to be a ring pour, I'm happy, you know. Plus, I needed to use those little 8-inch canvases. They're little. So what am I about to do? Am I about to pour over this? Oh, it feels like maybe I am. Maybe it's because I have all those bubbles. So I put quite a bit of the not successful cloud mix. I thought that looked a little different than the finished product. See, it's been so long since I actually poured it. I'm clueless. So I put the Payne's gray in, and I think after the cloud mix, I put the purple, more Payne's gray, and now the metallic cobalt blue. I'm not sure. I'm not doing a good job staying in camera. But that's okay. Here we come, adventure. So thank you guys for joining me. I know this is a quick one today, but I try to share things with you guys because it's like a little video diary for me. And in case anyone is at home trying and failing at something, I like you to not feel like you're the only one, you know, togetherness. So it looks like this has no metallic cobalt blue in it. Maybe it's just at the bottom. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, there it is. Look, I just went completely rogue, you guys. Just completely rogue. Like, what is she even doing, you might be thinking. And, you know, she doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's doing. All right, so my dog is snoring next to me if you hear something funny. And she's annoyed that I'm taking up too much space. I'm taking a long time to land that plane there in the middle, huh? Okay, so we have some more color than the last time. But as we stretch it out, it's probably going to change. I might have reduced the amount of cloud and reduced it and put it in one layer. And when I say cloud, it's not really going to cloud. So, you know, I want everyone to manage their expectations. This is not going to be like a beautiful cloud pour. Ooh, but it is a pretty ring pour. Look how pretty that is. It likes it. It is pretty. That first part is pretty nice looking. And now I think I'm trying to figure out, okay, where do we want to lose paint? Because part of me liked it just like that, and that was too much paint to leave. So you know, for a little one, sometimes when you pour a little one, you're like, man, I wish I would have done this on a bigger canvas. Even though I was just goofing off and playing around. It turns out really cute, and I'm out of frame. I'm really sorry about that. I'll show you in a minute, I promise. But I'm trying to get that weird corner off. And yeah, so I guess the pour over is pretty nice. I didn't even remember that I poured over it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Do you enjoy these experiments, or are you just like, please stick to what you're good at, you know? I hope that you enjoy them. And I think I'm trying to show you the painting up close, but my hands are so dirty with the paint. So this is kind of what it looks like. It's pretty, right? We're not going to throw it away or anything. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and being so kind and generous with your comments. Please let me know what you think of this. Do you enjoy the experimenting? And yeah, I'll talk to you soon, and hopefully I'll show you one where I actually got it together. I'm not sure when I'll share this video. It may be after I share a successful one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.